Good morning, aka Powder. So a little bit morning time, right? So I took a big nap uh, at about 10 o'clock last night. I slept from like 10 to 2. Also, you gotta charge my earbuds. If you guys didn't know, I keep all my phone chargers here at the table. It keeps me at the table for a little bit longer than normal most of the time. But yeah, I took a big nap, and the reason for that is it's pretty simple. Going to London, it's a 5 hour flight, so it's not anything crazy from my point of view, right? I don't know if you guys fly a lot, if you care about it, but anyway, a 5 hour flight. I was always under the impression that London was like a 6 or 7 hour flight because it's only an hour difference between London time and Paris time. So I'm going to stay up all day, sleep 2 hours before the flight, and then hopefully, be like almost like fully awake when I get to London because we're going to go back in time. So we're going to leave here around 7ish and get there I'm going to leave in the PM and arrive in the AM. So anyway, that's your international travel. I'm still working on this cardboard backing for comics. I'm stuttering. I'm all over the place. Rad, what is up, buddy? Always good to see you. Sorry about the intro too, guys. I know I was trying to do the night of the Sabbath intro, and I forgot to loop it. So, but either way, we'll see. We'll see who pops in. Sometimes these late nights, early mornings, they can get some good traction because you get more of the people on the East Coast. You get more of these international mother effers. Yeah, just overall growing the AKA Pad Army for free, by the way, not asking any money from you. I don't, yeah. I mean, I think that the day will come again where the channel and a lot of the social media will be paywalled, but, and it's probably going to come in this calendar year. But for now, like we're free. Like how cool is that? Like with all the effort you guys see, right? Podcast, the live streams, the videos, the comic book history, and anything you guys request also. Like we're always open for real suggestions here on the channel. Got some people to work with me too on the website finally. That was almost like a year search, and I reached out to quite a few people as the calendar year marched on, hoping to get some level of, like someone that just kind of wants to make a little bit of extra money per, like piece, like per post that they help on or update or upgrade for the website. Like you kind of, because there's not enough work for akapad.com to get someone full time. But we can pay per assignment, no problem. And yeah, like I tried to get a couple of people that I knew. Some of them I knew for 100% needed some kizash, and they refused. Someone did say it was because they heard I was really tough to work with. Maybe that's true. I don't know. Maybe I am tough to work with. Or maybe I just, once the everything is decided, right? Once the contract is signed, I expect people to live by their contracts. And I get it. Sometimes people are vocal up front. We get it. Oh, Thank you, Heather. Arby's does have a new pulled chicken and barbecue sauce. Yeah, barbecue chicken alert. Nice, nice spam. Well, Heather, yeah, it takes a little bit of time. You got to commit to the drawing lifestyle. You really do. You have to draw every single day. I use live streams as a way to get better because I feel like there's a cognizant process in it when you talk and you're live, and it's like like you have to, like you're forced not to make mistakes, and like you have to have a certain. I think you have to have a certain quality of illustration, of like or a knack of illustration ability to even go live. I think a lot of people do it as like a part therapy session, and like you're almost like hang out. If you pop into their show, you're like it's like social work, and it's like it's like you're not into really getting better. You're trying to do something else when it comes to social media, right? Like who? It's like you're trying to do something else with social media, and the skill set you need for it just isn't there. But it also has nothing to do with illustration. Yeah, I'm very dedicated to the craft. I am, you know, like into the cognizant function of illustration, meaning, what happens with the brain. Like, how can we, tie in brain function when it comes to artwork? And that's really what the intention is. So if it comes down to like one viewer, two viewers, or like it doesn't matter. Most of my live streams resonate in the aftermarket on all platforms. They just constantly just always get views. Yeah, like there's new people discovering it all the time. And yeah, Firestream, what is happening? I don't know. I'm not really on Kick, if that makes any. I don't know. I this probably is a bot. Everyone too. We got a nice bot. I like it when the bots are at least friendly, right? I guess like that's a part of the bot life, right? Like you have to be nice and friendly. And Rad, yeah, dude, like those steak nuggies, right? We were on a road trip coming back from Buffalo. On the way up, we must have went by 8 or 9 Arby's, and from Pennsylvania to Buffalo, and the entire way back, we're like, oh, like we're stopping at an Arby's, we're getting those steak nuggets, and because we saw commercials for them because it was kind of like a football trip. So there was just like not like a lot of TV, but we were there for some of the other games too. So we went to like local bars to watch stuff on the like on Thursday and on Saturday. So we saw the ads for the steak nuggets, and we were just like, come on. So the entire way back, there might have been one, and by the time we saw that one Arby's, we had kind of like already, like we already ate. So it was just one of those things where, yeah, missed opportunity, I guess. But I'm not like, yeah, I know people, you guys kind of know me a little bit as a health nut, right? But I do love the the fast food. I think fast food is such a fun thing. It's just you're happy sometimes when you get fast food, right? And I think that's a good thing because I think yeah, like whatever you can do to kind of put a smile on your face. We're gonna make this area black here, just to give the impression that there's some uh like a shoulder, a part of the chest. As much as I love the chat too, guys, we are not here for the chat. Because we're here to draw. How's that sound? Yeah. We're here for the work, aka Patters. We're not here for this funny business. Who cares about growing a social media account, right? Just get good at drawing. That's what people want to see anyway. All right, now let's get to this hair. And sometimes with hair, I need like a good like starting point. See, and I don't like just those like kind of like fully straight lines with no character, no oomph. See, I just don't like. Like, I don't know. I just don't think the hair has, like I said, like there's just like no character to the hair right now. So we got to figure that out. There's also no room at all for. I usually do a little title. But let's try and figure some of this out. I think he has like brown hair, right? On the cover here, looks like he has brown hair. Let's get some space here, guys. Then what we'll do is we'll get the thinner Sharpie and we'll do like more of a tapered line. I talk about the tapered lines a lot because, again, like a little bit of a technique that I don't see a lot anymore. So I bring it up just to kind of remind people. Oh boy, I don't know. I am so 50-50 on this hair. And I know I'm bitching about it, right? I'm being a little bit of a paper bitch. But this is a good example of what I talk about when illustration is, like you have to memorize and you have to know what solutions are. So if we have this like side mohawk dude with brown hair and we only have black and white to work with, right? Like, what are the solutions? How do we get this to look the best it can? Yeah, like what works, what doesn't, all that stuff. And the illustrator should be able to know that. Yeah, maybe we saved it. I don't know. I'm still not crazy for it. And it's funny, it's like I cannot picture what this hair should look like in my head. I just don't know. All right. Well, I think we're there, right? Now the question is because with these two took over 1 hour, so it really is the question: is do I start another? If I start another, I won't be able to finish it till next week after I get back. So, uh, I'm 50-50 on it. Because if we did another, it would probably be this guy. X187. Really cool looking dude. Yeah, maybe we'll start that though. But yeah, I think we're off to a pretty good start with these backing boards. I will show you the rest. I don't know where they went though. And it's a little bit shocking considering this is the first time these characters are being drawn in a long time. I'm just trying to get like a better picture. Like this guy's got nothing but. Maybe we'll do like a good front shot, right? Like chromed head. Right. Like a little bit more square, a little bit more square. Sometimes too, you gotta be good with getting real light. Like you got almost like float above the surface. And kind of like let your brain work. Like let your brain see the shapes. Yeah, like let the mind's eye do its work. That's kind of where you have to go. So even here, like, and it's tough to be symmetrical. People pretend being symmetrical with your illustrations like an easy thing. It's really not. Because you have to draw something twice. I think maybe if you're working with Adobe Illustrator, you can twin it. You can twin it in Flash, like all the animation programs, right? You can twin it there, no problem. Dude, it's awesome that this dude has these like. I like the black just mouth. I think it's cool. It's almost like he has no upper lip, but we'll give him a bottom lip. And he's got like a headband. How wild is that? He's got like a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles like headband. I love that. What a weird detail. Can make his head like a little bit bigger. I always put this when I do cabling. I always put in like the center line to give me to help me decide on the curvature of the sections or the ribbing of it. This is such a like 90s like just like shot and pose here. This is just like it just screams that era. So X187 like doesn't have there's just not a lot here. Yeah, I think he's got like a very simple design, but I think it can kind of like really come to life if you draw it the right way. All right, yeah, Demon from Hell. That's what. Look at that shadow from that coffee mug. Let's see what you got. Let's see where you at. Red. Yeah, you're right. It does. Yeah, I know. It's kind of funny because like you hand render something that's like symmetric or like ornamental, right? Like I think that's like the better term. And yeah, like you do your best to make it symmetrical. It looks more natural, even though it's off. And then yeah, all the apps, all the programs can make it symmetrical, and it looks off. Right? Like it's a weird observation, but it's true though. It goes to show you, like the mind, just the way like your brain works. Like it kind of tells you, like it wants natural looking stuff. There you go. Death mouth. See, like there's parts of this that like there's parts of this that look good and there's parts that don't. Yeah, I hate twinning this. I don't know. I don't know why I did it. Just really, it's just so not interesting. Doesn't make for good content. Yeah, and I'm only doing a bit like straight black because I want there to be a little bit of texture around the shape of the mouth. See, like that. Like that's kind of, and the rest will be texture. Oh, you know better. Come on. No, this is Independent Publishers Group Spotlight from Heroic Publishing, CCP Conquest, Blue. What is it? Blue Comet Press, Conquest Press, Heroic Publishing. There's like three. It's from what, 94? Let me see here. 1993. And we have two characters. We have, right, I think this guy's name is Deathblow, and we have X138. Death Row. I'm sorry, Death Row, not Deathblow. What am I thinking? Yeah, more obscure 90s black and white goodness. Yeah, I don't think I would draw Spawn to like promote Spawn, you know? Like, I think Spawn's got enough attention. Oh, excuse me. Spawn 2. Too many comic book tourists are into Spawn. You know, like we don't want that. We want real comics for real people, right? Like, maybe like I would draw something from Spawn if it was like just obscure. Like, seeing some of this, you know, like we are. I get it. Like, he's supposed to have a metallic mask, but I don't think it's chromed. So I just think it's like stainless steel, like, but polished in some areas. And that's where, like, I always talk about this. Like, a lot of times when you draw, it's like you gotta tell yourself a story to explain you know, like what happens inside the drawing. Oh, what are you doing? What, are you just waking up? Yeah, I don't know. Like like who out there can even tell you what's happening with the Spawn book right now? Right? All the resources of Todd McFarlane, like you think he would have discovered and nurtured like the next 100 years of American comic book talent. Yeah, that's the thing. That's a little bit what I was thinking. But he didn't. Like Brett Booth already was a talent. Brett Booth and his like New 52 work alone. Like he hired Brett Booth, but it's like, dude, employ him. Like you're telling me Brett Booth can't draw every single issue of Spawn, like Gunslinger or like whichever one that Brett was on, right? Like it's weird, dude. It's like the whole industry somehow is against a regular, consistent monthly artist, right? They want you know less than a year out of you, you know. And if Skybound wasn't popular with uh, Daniel Warren, you kind of might want to say too, like Skybound probably would have bumped him after a year, maybe even less, brought in someone else. It's just like it's you need guys like long term on titles so that they can shape the titles. It's a broken, failed practice right now. But Demon Puppy, yeah, he's well established. Yeah, I no, I'm with you, Rad. Um, like I think you and I like we've been back and forth on this before. Yeah, I think there's a little bit of some of these like characters and properties they're so well known. It's beneficial to your feed to like just to promote yourself to draw those characters. I look, I know I probably would probably far more growth if I just kind of just like chased character trends. But like you kind of, I think you have to find that balance. But stuff like this, dude, like I like doing these like little known indie characters. I think it's a little bit of a public service. Yeah, like it's like these people put everything they had into these books, and they're just like gone. It's very depressing. Like their effort, like everything that they try to do with this book is just like in the realms of forgetfulness. But that's what we try and do with the channel. Yeah, like that's what Fridays are for. Yeah, and I get a lot of help along the way too. A lot of suggestions, a lot of DMs, a lot of sidebar conversations on like what books are cool, and there's people that reach out to me. The best is when the creator of the book, like that's still out there, finds it, and then it's like all of a sudden the AKA Pad channel is like the only historical record of what's inside some of these books. Yeah, might be the only criticism too available. See, like these here, like these little bolts. I ain't angled the strokes well enough on these ones here. Ugh. Yeah, maybe. Go. Hey, Spawn is right. Like Spawn's not an easy character to capture. And I know people. People probably want to pretend like uh, he is, but um, like Spawn, Savage Dragon, not easy. And I think you can see it if you go through like all the interpretations of Spawn, like the people that try to do it. Uh, I feel like you don't see a lot of success. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about this one. This might be my worst one yet. Might be my easily my worst one yet, guys. Oh, you? What do you mean? Like continue the story of Spotlight? Yeah, if that's what you meant, I thought about stuff like I thought about that as a good project for the Hump Day guys. Yeah, kind of just with the intention of developing, product of like just getting into the mindset, develop product, develop product, develop product, rinse and repeat, develop more product. Yeah, yeah. Get some sleep, dude. Dude, Rad, really good pickup there. Yeah, you can even say that the Eric Larson spawn sucked too. I know he's drawn him a few times. I mean, it really is. It's Greg Capullo, Angel Medina, um, maybe even like Wells Portacio, right? What did he do? Spawn Endgame? Wells did a nice creepy spawn. Yeah, it does. Doesn't he look like he does look like a toxic? Well, right. This was like the era, right? Like this. This is like everything '90s, dude. Like this. Look at that drawing right there, that dude. Like, isn't that awesome looking? You gotta give these books a lot of credit. Well, thank you, Galaxy Goldfish. Now you got me right. Let me see if I have something. You just kind of. I know I pointed it out before. Let's see here. Like right here, right? Like even on the cover of this adult coloring book, we have this Todd McFarlane inked Eric Larson that just looks like blah. But there should be like another one or two of them in here where you just kind of say to yourself like, this is not, it's not the Spawn we like. Where is that? Let's see here. Maybe I'm only remembering the cover. Let's see. Holy crap. Maybe it's just the cover. I even think like the digital inking McFarlane. Like there's the cover. Like that's not a good Spawn. That's all we got. Okay. So the rest has been McFarlane. Wow, what a weird cover. Even colored. Okay. Well, there you go. Where are his traps? I lost track of this guy's traps. Oh, they're right here. Oh my god. Not even paying attention. All right, Rad. I think I'm going to jump ship, buddy. I didn't even realize I've been at it for 90 minutes. I gotta get going.